We all fall out of track, every one of us. So I don't want you to feel bad that you're not keeping up with what you promised yourself. Whether it's teen, maybe studies, probably your business. No matter what, times come more often than you think where you get tired or burnt out. You just can't do what you usually could do. You force yourself, but it just doesn't work. I want us to be gentle with ourselves. I am trying to learn how to be gentle with myself. It won't happen overnight, but if we really try, we can start treating ourselves better. It's not an exaggeration when I tell you that I've been using social media so mindlessly and completely lost control. It came to the point where I don't even enjoy what I'm seeing, but I can't put down my phone and do something else. It doesn't have to be productive. Remember, be gentle. So we don't really need to be productive from the moment we wake up to the moment we close our eyes to sleep. What I want to do now is just something else other than social media. I bought this notebook, but the thing is, I don't know what to do with it. It seems really cute to do something with it. I love the details. It looks like it's for sketching, but since I don't sketch, I feel like I'll just make it my next journal maybe. We've seen people and we still see people talk about productivity. I do talk about it here on my channel, but I have come to a realization that productivity is different from one person to another. And I believe that's why we always feel guilty that we don't meet this standard or we don't meet that definition of being productive. That's why we always feel like we're not enough and that we need more and more. But even though we're not enough, we're still not enough. I feel like the reason behind this is trying to be like everyone else and try to take that definition of productivity and implement it in your life or in my life. So it becomes this one standard definition, And if we don't meet the requirements, if we don't meet that exact definition, we feel guilty, we feel like we're not productive, and we feel like we're losing. It is a given fact that we all try to have the same routine. I would call it the IT routine. Waking up early, 6 a.m., go to the gym, do your morning routine. I don't know, that perfect morning routine we see on social media. But the thing is, we can't have the same routine. That won't be the case for everyone. I don't think that could be the case for everyone. The routine I just mentioned, waking up super early, doing your important stuff first thing in the morning, going to the gym, come back home, have a healthy breakfast, all this, that's cool, that's really nice. But that won't be the case for everyone. We learned, and I don't even know from where we learned that, we should have the same routine, that we should have this perfect routine. And I seriously don't know from where we got that, from where. But of course, it's from social media. And you see, the thing is, the routine we see like everyone is having, especially on social media, is great. We can take some nice stuff from there. But the thing is, the problem, I would say, is people try to copy the exact same thing. Copy every step, everything that person does on their morning. We try to do the same. We try to copy everything, from waking up to what we do after waking up and the exact next steps. If you are a regular viewer, you probably saw one of my morning routine videos or night routine videos. I do enjoy making those videos because they motivate me to keep pushing forward and keeping up with my routine, trying to do my best and trying to show the best. That wouldn't be the case every day, but whenever I film those videos, I find myself trying to keep that routine. It motivates me, That's why I really enjoy making those. But as I mentioned, that's not the case every day, and that cannot be the case for everyone. You can take what you feel like you could implement in your life, in your daily life, in your morning or night routine, but don't make it your guide or your script to what to do exactly. That could be your blueprint, but not a guide, or I would say a to-do list. We cannot have the same to-do list. Let's take an example of a single person, someone who's single, who doesn't have kids. So naturally, this person does not have such responsibilities, like family responsibilities. This person doesn't have kids or doesn't have a big family to take care of. So maybe this person is able to sleep early, able to have enough rest during the night, and eventually able to wake up early in the morning. And this person can be compared with someone with kids, with someone who has family responsibilities. Maybe this person can't sleep early, especially if they have young children. They need more attention, they need time, they don't sleep early. So this person or these people who have responsibilities cannot sleep early and maybe can't have rest at night. Maybe they wake up multiple times at night. So do you think this person could wake up super early and have the same morning routine as the previous person who has no kids or who has no family responsibilities? That would not be the case. That would be impossible. And if you are the second option trying to be like the first option, you will just feel miserable. You will always feel guilty, and you always feel like you're not enough. People separately should understand themselves separately, individually. Understand yourself first. See your routine, see your life. Look around you. Look, do you have kids? Do you have a family? Or you're single? Are you a student? Do you work? You have to understand your lifestyle. You have to understand your life. You have to understand your environment and everything you have in your life that could affect your routine. Don't compare your routine to someone else's routine. to those people you see on social media. Because let me tell you, even I do film routine videos, I would be lying if I say that's my routine every morning or that's my routine every night. That would be a lie. That is not. And even if it was, and if you have kids, if you have family, if you have big responsibilities, and you're trying to have the same routine as other people that you don't know their life, you would feel miserable and you will never feel enough or satisfied. So I finally decided to not take the definition of being productive from someone else and try to implement it in my life. I decided to not do this, and I want you to decide the same. I want you to feel enough in yourself and to try and stop comparing. I wouldn't say comparing in this case, but to try and take someone else's routine and make it your own. That would not work. That wouldn't work. It's really important to do this. It's really important to find your own definition of productivity, your own productive day, your own productive routine to preserve your mental health. That is very important. And to also stop beating yourself up because you don't meet the requirements. As cheesy as it might sound, life is not supposed to be a competition with other people. You're not competing with other people, especially those you see on social media. You are supposed to compete with yourself, with your yesterday self, and tomorrow will compete with today's self, so not with others. Work to be better than yesterday, and if you succeeded at being better just 100%, you did something, you achieved something. Even if you feel like you're not enough, you didn't do anything like worth mentioning, but you're still fighting, you're still doing, you're still trying to be the best version of yourself. This would lead us to getting back on track when we lose balance. Why do we struggle to get back on track when we lose balance, when we get off of track, we lose ourselves, like maybe we lose control, we can't do what we used to do? In my very humble opinion, and I believe many people share this opinion with me, so I believe the reason why we struggle to get back on track is trying to be exactly how we were, like the exact same thing, the exact same person. We want to be exactly how we used to be, the exact same thing. And we do that, and we want to do that very quickly. We want to be that person we used to be very quickly. We tend to skip steps to get there, and that's not how it works. I don't feel like that's how it works. We also neglect the fact that we get older. We neglect the fact that we don't have the same physical and mental health. Maybe we're in a different mental state and physically we're in a different place. We seriously should take these aspects into consideration when we try to get back into routine or get back into controlling our life, because maybe you're not the same. As I said, you're getting older, maybe you're in a different mental state, maybe physically you're way different. So be gentle with yourself. Try to be gentle with yourself, because we do struggle to get back to that balance, to get our control back, because we always tend to think that we should be the same person. I can't be the same person I was 2 years ago. Like, we are two different people. It's just 2 years, but two different people. So take into consideration your age, your mental health, your physical health, your environment, your lifestyle. Are you working now? Are you studying something harder? Are you doing different things in your life? Like, you should take all these aspects into consideration when you try to get back to control your life or you get back into routine. And this is when we talk about life in general, and even the small routines we have throughout the day. You could be different from last week. Maybe you got sick. You lost a little bit of your strength, a little bit of your mental capacities. That not mental capacity, but maybe you got a little bit weak mentally. So try to work on that and build the strength back step by step. Then try to do something else to build again. Build stuff one by one. We could build yourself one step at a time, one by one, and take it easy. And you should be gentle to yourself. This is very important. We need to be gentle with ourselves, and we need to understand that we change. Life changes, people change, and you change. You also change. I'm not trying to say that you're weak, that you got weak or anything. No. On the contrary, like, you're still fighting. That means you're still trying, and this means strength. This means strength. Like, just the idea of trying to get back to it, trying to get up again, is like strength. Seriously. So don't take my words as if I am telling you you are weak. You are not. Like, seriously, I don't want to be misunderstood. That would work for me too. I used to feel like I have to be like that. I need to have the same routine. If not, I lost. If not, I am not enough. But I've come to a realization that I have to be gentle with myself because I'm different from others. Others are different from me. We're all different from each other. We should never try to implement, or we should never take someone's routine and make it ours. That would not work. That wouldn't work. Believe me, I tried. It doesn't work. And when I try to have my own definition of productivity, my own definition of being productive, I could feel like I am getting that control back. I feel like I'm getting up again and trying to have, control over my life again. I could feel like I'm having control of my life again.